Hey there, it's Robert here from robertcbrown.online. Hope you're having a fabulous day wherever you are in the world today. Now, in today's video, I want to discuss the idea that life is hard. One of the greatest influences on my early life was a chap called Jim Rohn. He also inspired a lot of other people, including Anthony Robbins and just a long list of people who have gone on to make a massive difference in the world through what they've taught themselves in the personal development field. But he had a wonderfully witty way of putting things and used to say things very tongue-in-cheek sometimes. He made a point, but more than that, what he did was he inspired thought in the heads of the people that were listening to him. And it makes you question some of your ideas about life, some of your ideas about the world you live in, and you as an individual, as a spiritual being and a human being. And he once came out with the line that life is hard. If you want to know how hard life really is, here's the thing, you're not going to get out alive. Now, that was typically Jim Rohn. That was very humorous and it made me giggle the first time I heard it. And I get the message behind that line. Life can be tough. But you know what? Tough has degrees. In the same way that when things are good, they're good to varying degrees. And what differentiates one level of tough from another is quite often, or has quite often, got nothing to do with the circumstances themselves, but way, way more to do with how you communicate the situation inside to yourself. So what I'm basically alluding to is the fact that at the end of the day, in fact, at the beginning of the day, in the middle of the day as well, everything comes down to your level of consciousness, your state of consciousness. You see, if you have money consciousness, then it means that you are conscious of all the things that are abundant, that will bring money to you. If you have a scarcity consciousness, then you are conscious of everything that will take everything away in a financial sense. It's the same with anything else. If you're health conscious, then you're conscious of what it takes to be healthy, and vice versa. It all comes down to your consciousness. Now, what determines your consciousness over a long period of time is, in fact, the labels you attach to what happens to you in life and the meanings that you attach to those labels. Now, that might sound very simplistic, but it's actually very powerful information. Because what it basically means is, whatever happens to you in life, I'm not suggesting, by the way, for one moment that there won't be challenges that will push you to your very, very limit as a human being. But I'm suggesting to you that there really is a spiritual solution to everything you come across on this physical plane. And by adjusting the meanings that you attach to the things that are happening in your physical reality, you may not be able to completely remove the negative effect in terms of how you feel, but you can seriously, seriously reduce it. And in some cases you can negate it and even turn it full circle so that you can come out seeing the silver lining to the cloud, if you want. Seeing a positive outcome from the negative situation that you're in. Now, I fully realise that we all have our own individual challenges and we're all going to have a curveball once in a while from life that's going to test us to our max. What I'm suggesting to you is, you don't gotta lie down and take this stuff. You can choose to reframe anything, I don't care what it is, anything in your life in such a way that it will empower you rather than disempower you. It will enable you rather than disable you. And you'll be able to go on in a positive, productive and happy way. And really, when we come down to it, at least when we're on this physical plane, what is the purpose of life? What could it possibly be? Well, I'm here to suggest to you that really the only thing it can be is to be happy. And you need to be happy as much of the time as you can. Otherwise, it really is a waste of a life, wouldn't you agree? I see ambitious entrepreneurs all the time that set themselves up to be happy in the moment of achieving their goals. But when you think of the lifespan of the average individual, only 1% of that time is going to be spent in the actual moment of achieving a goal. If they're only setting themselves up to be happy in that particular moment, what about the rest of their life? What happens with that? We've got to enjoy the journey. And along the journey, there will be rocks that we'll stumble across. There will be pits that we fall in. There will be harsh, cold winds blowing in our face. But if we can reframe all of that, so in such a way that we can actually enjoy the experience of moving forward and see the lesson and the benefit in every circumstance that faces us, then life is going to be an exciting ride. And you'll be growing tremendously in a spiritual sense along that path. So take that in, think about it. Think about it. If you're currently in a situation right now where you're in the middle of a challenging situation and you're struggling to either see sense of it or even cope with it, then I urge you to step back from it, stop trying to figure it all out on a conscious level, go within, breathe deeply, slow down, get a sense of who you are, what life's all about again. And you'll get your nuggets of inspiration. They'll come to you. They'll come to you. But first you need to get calm, get into alignment with who you really, really are. Trust that what you need to show up, the solution you're looking for, will always show up just in time every time. And then just let it happen. Embrace victory and failure in the same way and move on, regardless. Attach different labels that give you a better feeling and will empower you to overcome anything you're facing right now. And having said all of that, I know I've thrown a lot at you quite quickly here. I want to remind you at the same time that you are always bigger than any problem you will ever face. Remind yourself of that the next time you feel like you're in a spot against the wall and you're panicking, stressed, or whatever. You are bigger than any problem you will ever face. All you need to do is believe in that, have faith, and the rest will take care of itself. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I love making this stuff for you. Do keep checking in. Like the video if you like the video. Subscribe to the channel. That would be nice. Keep coming back and checking. And of course, if you like all of this stuff, everything on personal development, spiritual alignment, and really everything attached to human performance and operating in life at peak performance, then get yourself across to my website, robertcbrown.online, robertcbrown.online. Join my community there. We'd love to see you there too and have you as part of the family. With that said, have a great rest of your day. Catch you soon. Cheers. Bye.